this is part 2, unexpectedly. I had an incident where I edited part 1. Hopefully it's done by now, because we had company and there was a lot of distractions. And what I did as a result is tip the wave up so I have what looks like a mountain range instead of a wave top. And I don't know how boring this is going to be. I've got a little acetate tool. I've got some of the Pebeo Iridescent blue-green, and I think I'm just going to press that down some. I still have some wumps. I don't know how they're going to look. I'll find out when I take the tape off. I've done a trial run over here with some of the Pebeo blue-green and a little bit of Colourarte wintergreen. I also had some bleed into the Chantilly lace, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but I might add some color down there as well. So I'm just going to use my little acetate tool. I'm going to try and stick to the top. It makes me feel like they look like they're highlighted, which is okay with me. And after I put the blue-green in, and I don't have to fill in every bit of the orange because the orange looks like reflections of the sunset anyway. So as I was saying, after I put mostly the blue-green in, I might put a little bit of the wintergreen in, like I did over here. It just makes, it's a really pretty combination. If I'm fast enough, this won't take long at all. I'm trying to have a fairly heavy layer because I would prefer that the sunset behind does not show through initially. And also, if I take the tape off and I want to move it up, I'd like to make sure I have enough room to make an adjustment in that way. Whoop. I tried to get myself something to use as a break, and they're working okay, but I haven't really practiced with them yet, so I'm probably going to keep adjusting them. So it's almost time for me to take the tape off and see what I get. I wanted a straight line, but I might not like the straight line. That's my suspicion. And I do like the idea of adding wintergreen. I could even go so far as to add a little bit of yellow. I could definitely put some cell activator in there if I was of a mind to, because that would make it look like the top was crashing. But since I already went back and added some spirals to the bottom, trying to integrate my faux pas of the bleeding colors. All right, let's just, I kind of want to dip that. Kind of want to just dip my edge. It's a slightly different texture, but what the hey. I only learn by doing, really. I mean, I do learn by watching, but it's pretty much always better to try and do it. Alright, I used most of that. Let's see what we've got. The reveal. That is frog tape, by the way. And I've got a couple wumps, but I don't mind it. I'm going to put that someplace. I might be able to recycle that. I'm like that. So I'm just going to go back and grab my green and fill in the gaps. Sort of, kind of, anyway. Maybe even grab a little bit more of the Pebeo Iridescent. I do love this color. And I like the idea of adding a few marks with the edge of my acetate tool to sort of imply water. And I might go back through and add some marks made with the butt end, the paintball end of my skewer, because it kind of reminds me of the way water would look, and I like that about it. Yeah, I think I'm liking that. I'm not sure if that one's high enough yet. I just will make it go as high as I can. And that way, if a little bit of background shows through, it's not a big deal. Although I think most of it will probably sink away. Just going to keep leveling out, adding paint as long as I feel like I need it. I suppose I could just outline the entire top, which is what it seems to be coming down to. Which would include this over here. I might have to touch up my edge. You could probably do this with a brush, but I don't think once the pouring medium is in the paint that it's all that helpful. I am tempted to add the odd blob down further. See how I like that. I had a people dancing video where I was done with it and it was still bothering me, and I went back and added some Royal Sapphire, and it seemed to really bring it to life and fix it. Yeah, I don't think a little extra of the iridescent blue-green in the lower portion of the waves is going to hurt anything. And I think I might get away with putting it right over the top of some of those wumps, because it'll all look like a highlight, I think. And I'll turn it around for you in a second. Remind you there's going to be a 20% off coupon code for Colourarte products, which would be the Royal Sapphire and anything else mentioned. I'll put the list of colors from the first video from stage 1 underneath this video also, as well as the acetate tool tutorial video. It's pretty sheer when I spread it out with my finger, so I really think it's going to work quite well. I hope so. I don't mind the way it looks right now, although that one area is bugging me. Yeah, I'm just going to cover that right up. That looks like the wave is crashed in the center at least. I lost some cells in there, but nothing I can't live without. Go in a little more down here. So what should I tell you? I should tell you to check under the video for my link tree and know that there's 2,700 videos, and I probably mentioned that at the end of the last video, but if I didn't, I am now. If you need a link, I have them all saved by topic and genre and by the 100. And I'm happy to help. I'd like to welcome you if you're new, and please subscribe if you're new. One day I'd love to hit 100,000 subscribers. We're moving in on 95 right now, I think. I wasn't 100% sure about adding all those marks right across, but I think I'd rather have it be cohesive than not. And sort of a unifying transition. It's different, but it's cool. I like it. I like it better without the mountain range in there, that's for sure. And my sort of kind of break is working. That's a wallpaper clamp, if I didn't mention that. So, I didn't put anything in the bottom, did I? Let me grab maybe a dab or two of some Mead and White. We'll see how that works out. I'm going to have to turn it back around. I think it will camouflage paint, but it might take an awful long time to do, so hopefully you're just seeing what I'm doing and you'll understand if I decide to wait to share all of it with you until it's in the thumbnail. Let me see how I like that. You've got a better view than I do. I think if I use the squeeze bottle, if it had a sharper tip on it, I might be happier. But I am using the dull end of the skewer. I kind of want to try a fingerprint. And if that means I have a little puddle of paint, then I can also go back and skewer through if I gave myself enough. Which I may have. It'll be close. So let's see if I can do this. Seems a shame to get rid of the Chantilly lace, but I could always go back afterwards, like tomorrow, and reinstall some Chantilly lace on top of this, and it would show through and make everything sparkle again. That sound, in case you're wondering, is the sound of the dried paint on my apron hitting the edge of the pool. And it happens fairly frequently because it's stiff like armor now. Okay, so as I have said in the past, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida. This is a somewhat stylized wave. I'm going to give myself one more dot there. And come out, come out. And one more dot there. So that can go over the edge. And I can put another little bit here, there, or wherever I feel like I need to. I love you guys. I hope you come again. I post 7 days a week at the moment. I'm thinking about moving my usual time from 3:15 Eastern Standard Time to 2:15 Eastern Standard Time. I do have a couple of dried on bubbles from tomorrow, but when does water not have stuff in it? I do feel like taking my pan of color and putting a few splashes. Oh, that was too much. Yeah, I want the dots. Dots might be the perfect thing to camouflage. I hope those aren't too high. So it's a very stylized wave. But I like a lot of things about it, including the patterns inside and the colors. Wow, I managed to use 16 minutes. I don't think I need any more time. So, almost time to call it good. I'll have to check. My husband thought it looked like a mountain range when I showed him. Maybe he'll change his mind now. I hope so. Alright, I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I'm not sure shimmering this at you is going to be of any assistance at this point in time. So I think I'm just going to leave it. Oh, I see one more place to put a dot. I'd like to put some shells on the beach. I think I'll still have some shimmer from the Chantilly lace behind the other, and I like the contrast quite a bit. Still getting used to my break. Here we go. Alright, I hope you guys come again. If I can help you, please leave me a comment and or a question. On the community board, you'll find tomorrow's video, and know I love you guys. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and I do sell my artwork. My email address is easpb in the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com, and you will find all my links, including my website, on the link tree underneath the video. Don't forget the 20% off Colourarte coupon code. I am an affiliate, and you help me when you shop there. I appreciate every one of you being here, and I love you much. You inspire the heck out of me. Bye for now. Priscilla out.